Thank you, Speaker. I seek leave to make a contribution.
The member seeks leave to make a contribution. Is leave granted?
Thank
Leave
you,
is granted.
Speaker. I was here in the chamber to offer my support to the member for Sydney and to the incredible paramedics that are here in the gallery today simply by watching this debate. But after the hypocrisy of the former Treasurer who held the purse strings in a Liberal national government for 12 long years and failed to give any public sector worker in this state a proper pay rise, I could not sit there and be silent. I could not sit there and be silent and not put the Greens' support for paramedics and the need for our healthcare workers to be paid adequately in this state on the record. On behalf of the Greens, I acknowledge the member for Balmain and the member for Ballina. In this place, we all offer our support to the paramedics and the long-held actions and demands for better pay and conditions. We know and have heard that the New South Wales paramedics are the lowest paid paramedics in the country. Current pay and working conditions for paramedics is causing burnout, and our paramedics are leaving New South Wales for other jurisdictions. But let's not pretend that this problem just started in March. It didn't start in March. There was a pandemic. There was a wage cap. The Liberal National Government, under the reign of the Treasurer at the time, now the Opposition Health Minister, pretends that he stands here and cares about the plight of paramedics. It is very clear that the actions of the past government got us into the level of crisis that we are in now. The wages cap got us into the crisis that we are in now. It is absolutely also clear that the New South Wales Men's Labor government needs to step up. It is absolutely clear that it is not enough to just say that we are going to now get into government and we are going to now deliver for the workers of this state. What it means to deliver for the workers of this state is to make sure that they are paid adequately. And when it comes to the demands of the Health Services Union, who have been calling for a 20% pay rise on top of the 4% offer for 2 years to ensure that New South Wales paramedics have not fallen or do not fall any further than any other state in this country, it is critical that we see New South Wales paramedics paid in the same way as they are in line with Queensland. We know that the Australian Paramedics Association is out in force also demanding fair and real terms and pay increases. What we have heard here is absolutely critical. What we know is that there is a massive departure of paramedics from New South Wales into other states. We know that the Premier is concerned about this, and we know the solution. And so while I do not in any way, and the Greens do not in any way, believe the approach made by the now opposition Liberal National Government to pretend that they finally care about workers in this state, we absolutely offer our support to the paramedics of this state, and we absolutely urge the Premier and the Health Minister to step up and offer the pay rise that is being demanded by paramedics in this state. The Greens stand in solidarity with paramedics and with workers across this state, and we recognise the actions that you are taking, the direct actions that you are taking to demand that your wages and your conditions are held up to the highest standard, as is the quality of service and care you give to the people of New South Wales. I thank everybody that has signed this petition. I acknowledge the member for Sydney for bringing it to this debate, and it is very clear from the debate today that the paramedics in this state have the support of the crossbench in your struggle and your push for your wage claim that you deserve, and we thank you for your expertise and your service to our community despite the failure of successive governments in delivering you the wages that you deserve. And I end on this. If the now opposition health minister thinks that he can come in here and we forget the levels of attacks and cuts that they delivered to workers in this state while he was the Treasurer, then I can remind him that every time he gets up to speak, I will be very happy to put on the record that we remember that the Liberal National Government delivered absolutely nothing for the people of this state.